So I just realized I was not filming, but I was talking. So here's our mama goats who gave us 10 babies in one night. And there's the babies they gave us. Hey kids. And these little babes, we already sold 3 of the boys because it was too many. So now the most any doe is going to have nursing her is 2, which is good because she's got 2 faucets. And more than that was just too hard on everybody. So all but 2 of these are girls. And when they get a little older, we will also sell the other 2 bucks. So we'll just be raising only the girls and trying to make the hard decision about who to keep. Because we'll want to keep all of them because they're just so adorable. And just in case it didn't show up before, here are our rabbits. I had to move them in here because the dogs got into their pen in the yard. So until we get electric fence around it, they live in the rabbit apartment building. And here's the babies that Mama Rabbit had just a couple days ago. Actually, just yesterday. So she's got a family and they're doing fine. And these hens roam around with their chicks. We don't have too many chicks because we have a lot of cats and we have snakes and we have fox and there are hawks, and so it's a regular animal kingdom out here, and survival of the fittest, and chicks aren't all that fit. So we try to keep them up at night. We do our best, but you know, circle of life. Predators have to live too, I guess. They live pretty well around here. So headed out the gate, that building is going to be my milk barn, which is what it was originally built for, and I'm reclaiming it now that we have milk goats again. There's the temporary nursery for the goats is enclosed there. Hey goaties. They're very tame. Oh, kids. And then my garden out here. Zach, our son, keeps everything mowed really nice. And I've got a bunch of chamomile. Those flowering things in front, and the bushes down in the back are elderberry, and lots of stuff going on out there, but it's all baby stuff. So our pasture goes down to the tree line. We just have 6 acres, but you're just looking at a third of it here. It's our backyard, and our sheep. Oh good, they're not too far. We have sheep down here that I can show off. Hey sheep! Come on sheep! See if my flea and tick spray on my clothes is working today. Hey sheep! So we've got, I guess, 5 ewes and the rest are lambs. And there's our very good billy goat who gave us all those babies. Chilling out in the shade. It's the back of our house. Hello, house. Hello, assassin. And there's our very sweet billy goat having a nap in the shade. And then our property goes beyond that fence along the tree line. It's about a 3-acre pasture over there as well. Okay, well that's the farm tour. I hope you liked it. And I hope I don't get any ticks because I am prepared for ticks. I'm all sprayed up and in layers, and let's see if it holds. Bye. Just caught a peek of the kitty snoozing under the building. Thought it was cute. Thought I'd show you. Here's our giant geese. All those babies. Gonna have 9 more of these. Okay, after getting rid of 3 of the babies, their udders are huge. We have a lot of milking to do tonight. Got a little railing put up in our stock tank, so if the babies jump in the stock tank, they won't drown. This goat was raising 6 of the 10 babies, and that black goat was like, yeah, I don't need any babies, and she was ignoring hers, so we're trying to balance things out. Sorry, that's probably more than you want to know about goats, but here they are. The white one's name is Marble. Hey, Marble. She's a pain, but I love her. Okay, bye again. So I forgot to show you the ponies. I carry them hay in the wagon next to my garden. And here they are waiting for their hay. It's a shame with all this green grass they have to be penned up to eat hay, but if we didn't, they would eat until they killed themselves. Wouldn't you guys? Yep, the one on the end is Sharky, Sweet Pea, and Sam, who's a real wild man. Okay, quick tour of the garden just because, even though it's early, I've got blackberries that are growing up over this hoop. This used to be a bean tunnel, but nobody in my family liked green beans except me, so now I'm training blackberry vines to grow over it. And I have tomatoes will be growing along this fence. Sorry it's early, I don't have things really put together yet. I've got asparagus and chamomile and basil growing along the edge because the goats don't eat any of that, so hopefully they will reach in and eat the weeds and not the plants. We'll see how that works. Chamomile, the flowers are already ready to be picked and turned into tea. I have carrots and beets, and anywhere that you see dandelion, that's intentional because it's good for the ground and it's good for me. I have spinach that's bolting already. Next to the spinach are I think these are turnips. I lose track. Got cucumbers and dill and a couple of collard plants. Swiss chard. Sorrel, which we had French sorrel soup the other day for the very first time, and it was delicious. And now that I'm growing it, I realize that it grows everywhere wild all over our pasture, so that's pretty funny. So I have these planters with collard greens and dill. I've got some peas happening here. Not quite yet. I think that planter needs refertilizing. It's not doing the greatest. These are my lettuces with some herbs happening along the edge. I have a squash that doubles in size every day, I swear. And next to it I have, oh my gosh, there's already squash blossoms. Amazing. So I have some sage and oregano, and I have sage over here. I have peppers and whatever this is. Oh my gosh, something. I'll find out when something happens. I'll know what it is. It's probably a squash, but we're gonna have add eggplants later to this when it gets warmer. These are my garlic, and in the corner of the garlic I just planted some more herbs, rosemary. I My strawberries are doing pretty good. And more garlic. I love garlic. I just snuck in some peppers. When I pull the garlic out, the peppers will grow large. And we'll have these. And then this is lavender, and something happened to my lavender last year. I don't know what it was, but some of it died out, but the rest of it looks pretty healthy, and I know I'll still have a lot of lavender blossoms for tea. These bushes are elderberry. There's comfrey on the ground for medicinals, and I'm going to try growing sweet potatoes in these boxes. The first time I've ever tried that before. That'll happen later. Asparagus is popping up along the edge. And where this green row of weeds are, I'm going to plant okra. Again, waiting till it gets a little bit later into the season, because okra likes hot. So that's it. Oh, I forgot to plant this. Oh, you poor thing. That's a peppermint sage. That needs to go in the ground somewhere. And this is my old sink that I put out in the garden as a utility sink, and mostly it just turns into a junk table. I've got a couple of 3 more planters over here. When Zach gets time, he's going to enlarge the space so I can plant some more. And we're going to line this with electric poultry netting and set all the geese in here because they can't reach up into the planters. I hope they won't kill the blackberries, and I will have the fence off everything that's growing in the ground over here, but it should give them a big long run of things to eat and enjoy. And I just realized that I'm going to have to wrap my collard greens in chicken wire, or that's down low enough for them to feast on. So everything is an experiment in progress, which makes it kind of fun. Every day we just try something a little different, try to figure out what works. Bon appetit, ponies, goaties. And hey, Billy, did you come to see what was going on? You can't come in the garden. All right, bye again.